Hey, what's up? It's Matt for 360 Investigations, and welcome to episode 3 of Survival Correction. This is a series where I correct what 90% of the world is using wrong, whether it be pricing, camping, hiking, whatever. And I give you the reality and the facts on the situation. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about water and the correct thing to bring on a trip. Now, you're going to hear a bunch of stuff, or you've probably already heard a bunch of stuff about water, water filtration, things like this. The reality is this. You need to bring a water purifier. Most of the filtering doesn't actually purify the water, which is where the actual problem is. Filtering water will only kind of get the dirt out of it. But to actually have the water safe to drink, it has to be purified. Now, one of the only systems I've seen that actually has any relevance to anything is the Grail. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go out and buy anything, but I just want to bring up a couple of points about this because I have watched YouTubers pull the following shit with this. Now, I'm going to be pointing out, again, all of these YouTubers and everything I'm saying in these videos later on so you can literally see this. So pay attention. So keeping in mind what I'm saying now. I have actually watched YouTubers complain about the weight of this thing. 12 ounces being too heavy. I'm sorry, but if 12 ounces is too damn heavy for you, you have no business going backpacking or hiking or giving advice, period. That's an obnoxious thing to even argue about because when it comes to specifics with water, a water purification system is what you want to bring. And a water filter is not going to make the water safe. It will only filter out the dirt and certain things like that. Another thing with water that's pissing me off that people are actually trying to argue or say is like, well, this takes too much time. What the fuck? Are you on a job interview? When you are hiking, you are not rushing around. If you think taking an hour out of the hike to boil water, get a fire going and everything else is too much of a pain in the ass or takes too much time, once again, you have absolutely no business hiking, going camping, or giving anybody advice. It's not a pissing contest to see who can get stuff done faster. When you have this shit happen, corporate greed takes over and everything starts to suffer. You get poorer quality shit, you have independent people jacking up the prices, and everybody freaking loses. So cut the bullshit with the weight and rushing people around and complaining this takes too much time, because hiking and camping is not about rushing through shit. I don't care what your agenda is. The fact of the matter is you're supposed to go hiking to relax. I'm not getting water fast enough. 8 seconds, 30 seconds is, I don't want to build a fire. Piss off. Stop hiking if you can't deal with that. Stop trying to act like, stop spreading this information to other people as if that is the standard for this. I am telling you, when you are hiking, you are going to get tired. Well, I can't get an extra mile. So frigging what? What are you, in a damn race? If you have to do this as if you're in a job interview or you're going to be late for work, stop hiking. You have no business doing it because you're trying, what the hell are you trying to accomplish? I've never understood that. You get there when you get there. So, a lot of people that are complaining about the amount of water from the system I was talking about, are you that stupid? If you can't, if you have a problem boiling water, then do it at night when you're going to bed. It'll cool down by the time you're done. So this crap of, well, it takes an hour out of the day. If you can't organize when you need water or like how to get it, you're an idiot. Bottom line, I'm sorry to tell you that, you're an idiot. Well, actually, I'm not sorry to tell you that, you're an idiot. Because this is about when you do stuff. again, time allotment is the same importance as volume. I'm not saying set your camp up at night, but if you can't stop for an hour out of your trip because you're not going to make it somewhere in an hour, you have a problem, period. Either get up earlier and allot that hour or don't. But the point I'm making here is a filter will not purify the water. And I don't care who you are or what you are. I don't care who you are or where you are. That was my mistake, where you are. Purifying water is what you want to do. So all these people with this system, and I use that, great. The water's not purified. Trying to state that people don't need to purify water on a back trail because it's a running stream or this is enough is a moron. They're giving you bad advice. So this is where price comes into. There are things where a price is justified. Okay? $100 to be able to pour water out at the level that I'm talking about as a purifier. Well, it only does 40 gallons. Guess what? The water's purified. So what it weighs 12 ounces. Strap it to your backpack. Another thing I've seen people do on videos, and again, I'm going to point this out, is they push it down with one hand or they do it wrong and then say, well, this is a downfall with this. Are you shitting me? Even if this stuff takes a minute and a half, take the time to do it. What are you rushing for? Because I need to have water. If you have to have water that instant, you are not doing your water management correctly. It's that simple. You only need to store your water when you're going to actually camp for the night. If you have a water purification system where you can just take the water out of something that you're going through and purify it, that is all you need to do. And every person should have their own water purification system. This crap of carrying stuff around is out of control. So let me bring you back to volume and weight and distribution. Okay, if you're going to complain that a 12-ounce water purification system is too heavy, then you have no business taking multiple bags with you that are filling up, that are not only going to take up more weight, but have more volume taken up as well. I could just put this in and sift it out later. Now you're adding weight to something when you just complained that the water purification system, which would be much less than what you're carrying, is somehow too much. These arguments don't even make any friggin' sense. So let me bring you up to speed on what I've watched YouTubers do. They complained that the water purification system, the Grail, 12 ounces, is too heavy. And they say, okay, well, since it's too heavy, you can get this holder, and they put a holder on them that weighs more than the damn Grail itself. Now you're adding to the weight of the Grail. They use these holders. They put it in here. My favorite one is that this clown was talking about, and I call him a clown because he's talking about how much this thing is slightly too heavy, it's bulky, you can't put it down. And then he sits and shows a pump that weighs over 3 pounds, 2 to 3 pounds. This is better. A 12-ounce container is too heavy, but you are using this pump system that's 2 pounds? What the hell kind of logic is that? That doesn't even make any sense at all. This is the stupidity level of what is going on YouTube. So I just wanted to get this out of the way because you are better off having something that can only do 40 gallons but will purify the water than having a filter that doesn't purify it that can do more gallons. That is how the reality of that is. And on top of that, the water purification system is specifically to use when you need it. If you are saving stuff to filter out later, maybe you're not going to be near water. I get all that. But the fact of the matter is, when you're camping, whenever you get a campsite, make sure you are near access to water before you pitch your tent. That'll solve your entire problem, because if you are too lazy to walk 40 yards down there because it's at nighttime and everything else. Oh, I just hiked this entire day. Then you're an idiot and have no business camping. This is part of what camping and survival is. You are going to exert yourself. Some people are like, well, you're overexerting yourself. You shouldn't be doing this. Then you shouldn't be hiking. Okay? There are people who are not built to sleep outside. And I'm going to get into the sleep systems after this. But there are people who are not built to go hiking. So no matter what gear you bring, no matter what recommendations you get, or no matter how you do this, you are going to have a shitty time because your body is not built for it, or you don't have the right mentality. You can't turn this into a fun activity when you're geared not in tune to it. This is like trying to get somebody who doesn't like golf to watch golf and enjoy it. It's not going to happen. So this brings me to the point on Dan Becker had put a poll on his channel. I was watching a video on this. He said he put a poll on his channel about wound up being 17% of the people aren't backpacking. Why not? What's the problem? And he started coming up with all this shit. I put a comment underneath that video where I said the bottom line here is the reason why 17%, the reality on the reason why 17% of these people are not going hiking or backpacking is because of price gouging. Pure and simple. The shit that is going on is stopping people from backpacking because companies are price gouging by using terms like ultralight, slapping it on there, and then using that as an excuse to hide behind price gouging. The stuff that people are showcasing in their YouTube channels is shit nobody can afford. The average person cannot afford the gear that is being shown in these friggin' YouTubers' videos. So I'm going to get to that in the next one, but I just wanted to leave that off with that. And that's basically it. So, Matt for 360 Investigation, signing out. See you next episode.